Hey, what's happening? Barnaby here, along with Todd. Pop quiz time, because you're the Director of Sales North America. What is the number one injury on the job site?
Number one injury is actually a back-related injury.
Number two?
Number two is hand-related injuries to trade pros.
Segue. Talking about the nice gloves that Klein makes that's going to protect your digis out in the dangerous world of the job site. So, how'd you come up with the idea for all these different gloves?
We actually used a combination of things. Primarily, though, the main vehicle was focus groups bringing in various types of trade professionals into Klein Tools and asking them very poignant questions on, hey, what are you looking for in a glove? And are there any features that you'd like to see in a glove that don't exist right now?
Okay, so all the guys that are pushing wire through conduit with the busted knuckles, they told you about this one, right?
Exactly. So this is our grip glove, and to my knowledge, it's the only glove in the industry that was specifically made to help electricians shove wire or cable into conduit. It's got a very grippy surface on the inside. That grippy surface is going to allow you to maintain your grip even when you're pushing lubricated wires, because eventually if a wire is going through a 45 or a 90-degree bend, you get a lot of resistance. These gloves are going to give you that leverage that you need to shove that through.
And then when the resistance gives way, suddenly you're going into the box, right?
Correct.
And so there's good padding right here.
So you don't have that crystal ball as far as knowing when that break is going to happen, and that's why we have these TPRs, these knuckle shields in place. Again, that's what's going to protect your hand as well as the glove.
Okay, and you want super hand protection on the backside right here. You've got the Extreme. And what are these little green dots?
The little green dots are actually significant of a new technology called Poron. It's actually a new type of padding that we're implementing in some of our higher end gloves.
So there's
and
the pad of
we've got a little bit of a demo here, a little magic trick. Your standard padding would do really little more than act as a trampoline effect. It would maybe soften the impact a little bit, but as you can see when you look at vibration, it's not too good at taking that away. Poron, on the other hand, is a whole other animal where it eliminates all vibration and takes away that shock as well. So for any trade pro who's maybe driving a forklift or a lift truck, it's going to provide essential protection. And then you think about somebody also who could be operating a jackhammer or something like that on a construction site. Huge, huge benefit with that Poron material.
Yeah, I mean, your hands are just out there, and they're so delicate just by the very nature. It's nice to have some padding as well on the backside, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so when the temperatures get really cold, a lot of people go without gloves, right? Because you have complete loss of dexterity if you have a lot of cold fighting padding in here. So how'd you overcome that hurdle?
Well, that's exactly right. This glove actually provided a real significant engineering challenge because when you add, the best way to keep the cold weather out is to protect with that thin sillet barrier, a thin sillet material. It's very, very good at keeping the cold out, but what it doesn't do is translate touch very well.
Right.
Oftentimes anybody who's worn a winter glove, it's okay if you're pushing a snowblower or handling a shovel, but if you need to get down and do something that's a lot more, requires a lot more dexterity, you'd get material bunching and you lose your sense of touch. What we did is actually on the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger only. We actually took away the thin sillet material. The entire hand is covered though to protect you from the elements, but this way you're going to be able to keep this glove on, complete your job task, and you won't expose your hands to the cold elements.
Okay, and when you speak of dexterity, nothing really translates touch like leather.
Nothing quite like leather, right? That's what Mother Nature gave us. And the best thing about leather, again, the translation of touch, as well as it's extremely cut and tear resistant.
Yeah, what about when they get dirty? Can you throw them in the wash?
The wonderful thing about these, as the new materials that were selected by our group, every one of the gloves offered is machine washable. So you get home at the end of the day, you're going to be able to throw these in the wash machine and get off any grease or grime that may be there.
Okay, and then what about the cami and the companion
These two
pieces?
are actually, they're extremely good. They're kind of our base models. Camo's extremely hot right now, so when you're out there wearing your gloves, you could look good doing it. They're going to provide very nice protection. And again, the neat thing about what we did is each of the 6 styles of gloves, it's not just different colors and different looks. They're engineered specifically to help trade pros do various tasks on the job.
Yeah, so I think that's all great information because that's the value of what's happening here at Tradesman TV is you get to kind of see what's coming out of the mind of Klein, but also it's a two-way street because by joining Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or the Tradesman Club. I mean, it's all just about sharing information. Social media, it's out there, use it, right? And Tradesman Club, you can actually get free stuff sent to you along with new information. So join that today if you would. But the overarching website to always remember when it comes to all things Klein is kleintools.com.